best of 5.
Here we go, guys. Semifinals, best of 5. We've got Michaelyan. We've got MaDreamy. Pre-bans are locked and loaded. We've got Connell getting pre-banned by Michaelyan. Lulu getting pre-banned by MaDreamy.
Interested to see. Oh, of course, there it is. There's the Okeanos, so popular in this tournament. Still one of the greatest picks, even with the existence of Cardinal, but even stronger with Cardinal gone.
Yep, most definitely. Okeanos being drafted first. MaDreamy picking up that CR in Gandhi. Of course, splitting those resets apart from each other. And we've got Water Ryu with the Chungpung as well for Michaelyan. These guys very quick on top of their drafts here. We've got Hey Gang being drafted by MaDreamy and the Pontos.
The double speedy lock in immediately. Michaelyan knows he's ready for it. He knows what he wants. He puts the Juno on the table. Has that very standard first beginning meta draft. And the Diana. Diana and Juno both fairly effective into this draft. Juno being super strong against both the Pontos and as well as the Ganymede skill 1. Diana has a lot of damage to pressure in here. Not sure what MaDreamy can pick up that's really going to have a lot of threat for Michaelyan.
Yeah, very curious what this last pick is going to be coming from MaDreamy, but I do really I'm a big fan of Michaelyan's draft at the moment. Possibly looking at a ban already on top of the CR with MaDreamy, unless he can really throw a curveball at him with this 5th pick.
There it is. The Savannah comes out looking towards most likely the Okeanos ban, I think. Not quite the Juno. Hey Gang does work well against the Juno. Every time she cleanses, MaDreamy will get a full team attack bar boost. Not quite sure if he has enough control for that Diana.
We're going to see what the bans are going to be here. Savannah wrapping up MaDreamy's draft. And it looks like that Diana's getting banned out and Savannah's getting banned out on MaDreamy's side of the field. Speed leads for both teams, guys. We're getting into it. Round 1 between Michaelyan and MaDreamy.
MaDreamy not wanting to take any risks against that Diana. Bans it out, plays it safe into the double fire. It's going to be an uphill battle for him. But he takes first turn with his Hey Gang.
Very fast Hey Gang.
Water Ryu.
Yeah, looking for glancing on top of everybody. Water Ryu able to hold on, getting a little bit of a strip in there. Bomb's going to be landing on top of Chungpung. Does he choose to detonate this?
Goes to the detonation, lands the stun and the additional turn. Sierra will rotate.
Sierra definitely will be rotating here.
Could get the Ganny reset onto the Juno actually in this opportunity, so there's no strip. And there it is, resets the Juno, but the counter, Juno is going to get the turn immediately.
We've got hanging, a little bit of poke damage coming towards this Okeanos Juno to cycle more of that attack bar, already at almost 50%. It's crazy how much crit rate can gain for attack bar.
Big silence lands on 3 units, denies the Okeanos, and does have the cleanse though, so if he does manage to transfer it back to another unit, MaDreamy will get some attack bar from that Hey Gang passive, but Sierra's bomb comes up. Who's it going to go on? Misses the bomb! One of the few actually today that hasn't landed.
I know, we thought we were going to have a better day here, but bomb does miss on top of the Water Ryu. Pontus does have his skills up, so I hope we remember that. We've got Hey Gang looking to push back a little bit of attack bar on the Okeanos and does land that.
Big stun onto the Sierra from the Water Ryu, that elemental disadvantage, but still lands through it. No crits from Sierra though on the Chungpung there.
Well, Sierra and Ganny able to finish off there, dropping that Chungpung out. We've got possibly skill 1 into the Okeanos to reduce the attack bar. Skill 2 coming out for a big silence effect on top of Michaelyan's team.
Beautiful to see the Hey Gang into the Juno though. Juno strips 2 buffs, puts up the dots, but Hey Gang cleanses the whole thing with that passive. Absolutely incredible unit in a draft like this.
Yeah, it really is. Very safe draft here for MaDreamy, looking very strong going into Michaelyan. Michaelyan's definitely not going to be able to finish this one off. He's going to lose his Okeanos, and he cannot come back with just a Water Ryu and a Juno here.
Yeah, the Juno's pretty tough to bring back into this. Juno does have pretty good damage output against the 2 wind units there, but with Ponto's skill 1 and alongside the Hey Gang, it's not really going to have a lot of damage output. Hey Gang does do damage without debuffing on skill 1 there.
That's right, with attack bar manipulation as well, able to push that Juno back here. So just the Hey Gang alone is devastating up against this Juno. But we've got a skill 2 coming out of Water Ryu, not able to do enough here. Bomb does land, still definitely not able to come back for Michaelyan. Does not have enough here.
The glancing debuff on the Water Ryu, especially important there with Water Ryu being on Despair. It's impossible for it to stun on either of the wind units, so Sierra and Ganny are both protected.
Yep, most definitely. We're going to see a third skill possibly coming out here just to keep his team a little safer. Now, of course, Juno can go for that strip, but it's just not going to be enough here. Even if he does get it off, we've got the Seal and Magic, reduce the attack bar. No strip coming out. No reduced attack bar, actually.
Yeah, a second resistance, and MaDreamy takes it.
That's right. MaDreamy definitely takes that with a well thought out draft here. He had a lot of control. Michaelyan just not able to come back. He couldn't get anything going here.
Yeah, that Pontos Hagang combo really, really effective, really strong. It really shows that the Juno is, rendered fairly useless, actually.
Yeah, definitely is. We've got pre-bans from last time. We've got Lulu getting pre-banned by MaDreamy. We've got the Connell getting pre-banned by Michaelyan. 2 new pre-bans coming out for the both. We might see that Pontos once again getting banned out.
Both players taking their time, unsure of how they want to set up their second match. Do we go for the turn 1? Do I go for the turn 2? Do I go for single target snipe? Am I AoE comping him? Both players very, 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 very careful on what they want to do here.
Definitely. I could see Michaelyan taking a Ciara pick over MaDreamy now that Michaelyan, I believe, has the first pick. I'm sorry, Michaelyan does not have the first pick in here.
So it looks like the Pontos is gone. Michaelyan doesn't want to deal with that again. A secondary speed lead also very strong for MaDreamy. Chungpong is banned out. First pick Okeanos for MaDreamy.
Oh, Michaelyan is going to be taking the Ciara. I thought MaDreamy was going to be taking that Ciara, missing one of his speed leads being that Pontos.
He's too worried about it, but it looks like Michaelyan possibly leaning towards maybe another Artemis comp. We see that early Lulu come in, doesn't take the Cardinal. A little bit worried for him, though. MaDreamy does have the opportunity to take the Cardinal, but instead locks in the Gani Okeanos combo alongside the Savannah, so has the double strip and the speed buff for his team.
Yep, the double reset as well for MaDreamy. And as an ADA user, I can tell you right now, it's looking pretty good for MaDreamy right now, having that kind of control.
Yeah, and a little worried about that. Possibly could lean into a Molong. Could actually pick pretty aggressively here. The Cardinal is still an option, as well as... Oh, interesting, though. Completely swaps it up. Swaps in for the RNG comp. Goes for the Antares and the Molly. Wants to deny the debuffs there with the glancing.
Ooh, and there we go. So the Antares coming out with the Molly. And dare I say Leavely? I'm sorry, I'll say CN this time for you guys. And we have Water Ryu coming out from MaDreamy.
MaDreamy looking towards most likely banning that Lulu, knowing that Molly can only cleanse 1 unit at a time. A lot of damage output here. That Sion is very scary with the Ganymede. The double resets into bombs into a secondary bomb is a very, very, very threatening combination.
Ooh, so I like the Tetra, but I don't like the Tetra. I think the issue with Michaelyan right now is I feel like he doesn't have a lot of momentum with this draft right now. He's very, very defensive, locking in that Tetra.
We see a lot of defensive units. We see 3 supports here. And I was actually thinking MaDreamy was going to go for possibly the Antares ban, looking to single target nuke down that Sierra, but wants to play it safe. Bans out the Tetra so that he will have the bomb potential, looking to control that Lulu.
Well, speed lead for Michaelyan, accuracy lead for MaDreamy. Can MaDreamy make the big upset for Michaelyan? But this is a game of 5.
First turn comes in, the strip onto Sierra, and the additional turn goes into the skill 3. Attack bar pushback, defense break on 2. Gani will get the reset on the Lulu here.
Yeah, big reset on Lulu. Dump the attack bars of absolutely everybody. Bomb does land on everyone as well, but we see that turn coming out of Antares.
Full team bomb set up. It's not looking so good for Michaelyan. MaDreamy gets the extra turn on the Savannah, takes out the Sierra immediately.
Takes out Ciara immediately. We get the turn with Antares here, not getting stunned up by the bomb, but we're definitely going to see Lulu drop here. Not at all what Michaelyan needed to see. He's going to need some insane turns coming out of this Antares if he thinks he can come back from this. I don't know if Antares is going to be able to do that. We're going to find out.
Here's the combination, the double bomb setup. Here it comes. Lands both bombs. Molly has to choose. Do I keep the Antares alive or do I cleanse myself? Cleanses herself, gets the extra turn for the healing. Antares actually in an okay position here. Has skill 2 to heal up if he manages to get another proc.
Yep, definitely does. Does manage to get another additional turn here. Skill 2 comes out. Not sure if it's built on Despair or not, but it had enough damage to get that CN down.
Good damage here from the Water Ryu. Steals a lot of attack bar and manages to take a second turn there. Moving in front of this Antares. Antares does die to the bomb, though, and it's over for Michaelyan.
That is definitely going to be it. It's not over just yet. Michaelyan still needs to possibly win his next match. MaDreamy's definitely confirming this victory here. Molly's not going to have anything to help win this match here. Michaelyan just taking his time, thinking about what to do in the next match. And here we go, guys, as we get into a round 3 with Michaelyan and MaDreamy.
It's interesting to see that, though. When he continued to play it after with the Molly there, I almost thought we were going to get a repeat of APAC last night. There was a match last night in the Asia-Pacific region where it was a Molly versus a Lulu, and it went on for like hundreds of turns.
I'm glad that's not what we got to run into right now. But Molly's definitely not a unit that could do it all on her own, that's for sure. Pre-bans from last time, Chung Pong Pontos were the pre-bans. We've got 2 new pre-bans coming out from MaDreamy and Michaelyan. Can Michaelyan make a very aggressive ban to help the situation here? And it looks like he's going to be banning out the Ganymede.
There goes the Lulu. MaDreamy taking away the Lulu from Michaelyan. Doesn't want him to have that super support setup. Maybe leaning towards that Sion pick again. He likes the favor of it.
Well, first pick for Michaelyan, Ciara, Okeanos. I feel like we're leaning towards a Ciara for Michaelyan in this draft.
I really like Michaelyan taking the Okeanos. I think it fits better with his playstyle, and I think it's better deny against MaDreamy.
MaDreamy is definitely going to be taking that Okeanos, though. So Okeanos is going to be drafted by MaDreamy. Might follow it up with a water Ryu.
Oh, there it is, just like you predicted. The reason I feel like Michaelyan plays the Okeanos better is just MaDreamy is so reliant on landing the bomb. He doesn't have the crit focus. Although maybe that is another reason, because no crit focus means Michaelyan will have a harder time picking the Artemill into that.
Definitely. Well, I hope Michaelyan doesn't try to keep thinking about this unit. It's not going to help him with a lot of additional damage on the side of MaDreamy. Okeanos being very oppressive here. Wateryu being extremely oppressive as well. I don't see Ada being a draft right here unless he tries to force it, and I really hope he doesn't do that if Michaelyan wants to stay in this match.
I actually really like Chow. Oh, there it is. I really like the Chow, and he shows up. We remember back in Mobile Masters, the 10K Chow with the extra turn taking away the victory from, I believe it was Fua who managed to win that one. But, you know, Chow with that return buff has actually started to see a lot of play.
I definitely like to see the Chow here. Interesting to see this Molly coming back here. I think he's some of those safe picks that Michaelyan likes to go back to. So we've got Chow Molly wrapping up Michaelyan's draft. Can MaDreamy bring something devastating that Michaelyan does not want to see? Does he plan on banning out the 5th pick? About to find out what this unit is.
I think this is a pretty heavily favored draft on Michaelyan's side. The Chow Molly here is a very strong combination. A lot of sustain, a lot of damage. Really going to be effective against whatever MaDreamy's last pick is. Most likely a Diana, but actually totally leans in differently. It goes for the Carnal. So it looks like we're going to be seeing, I believe, a Chow ban in this situation.
I couldn't agree more. I think we're definitely going to be seeing a Chow ban when he confirms Carnal like that, but we could be surprised here.
Well, hopefully we get the opportunity to see Chow make it through one of these games. We've seen him picked a couple times, both yesterday and the first time today, but he just doesn't make it through. He's too threatening. Whoever knew that Chow would be just as scary.
Chow's getting banned out. We've got Carnal getting banned out too. This could be a huge upset or a huge comeback for Michaelyan as we get into game 3. We've got Wateryu kicking it off here, looking for a full team strip attack bar reduction, not receiving that onto the Chung Pong.
This might be ideal though. Didn't strip the Chung Pong, which means Chung Pong will be out of order here.
And I don't think Okeanos landed a stun on anybody because of this Molly passive here.
What a huge, absolutely huge triple despair stun from the Hagang. Denies the Pontos the turn and the cleanse.
No bomb's coming out on top of that Pontos. He chooses to detonate it. He may want to do that to help keep this unit back, but it looks like he's just going to skill 1 here. Molly healing up steam just a little bit. No additional turns coming out of the Molly.
Knows he has the rotation from the Sierra. Doesn't quite need to blow up that bomb yet. Will move before. Doesn't want to take the risk. Blows it up now. Doesn't want to risk the violent proc. But the resistance.
No stun coming out onto that Pontos. We got that first skill looking to push back that attack bar of Pontos.
2 chances to push it back, but doesn't get it. Holy Ground comes out, and there's the cleanse. Everyone's awake. And the silence only landing on the Hagang, though. Not a lot of room for this Chung Pong to move since he got reset.
Yeah, so many additional turns coming out of MaDreamy with the Pontos into the Okeanos. Okeanos, the reset onto the Chung Pong, looking very good for MaDreamy. It's exactly what he needed to see here. You can see all that attack bar gained from Juno on top of Ciara.
Both players playing fairly quick here. Know quite well what they want to do. Trying to rotate into these units, get attack bar, keep going and going. Molly, not enough healing into the AoE additional damage that MaDreamy has here.
Yeah, MaDreamy really trying to limit the damage here, trying to take out this CR, but we do have a bomb that's going to be coming out on top of Okeanos. This bomb cannot be detonated, though. First skill onto Pontos. Pontos is going to be holding on here. Does he choose to shield up or cleanse that silence on top of his Hagang?
A little bit on the risky side, but goes to play and save the Sierra. Pontos does not quite go down yet. A big stun here on the Chung Pong could deny the kill, but no stun from Juno.
After so many hits, Pontos refusing to go down here. We get the strip from an attack bar pushback from Watery. Rain of stones coming out. Does he get any stuns on anybody? No stuns, but he's able to drop 2 units here. Once again, we're coming down to Molly. Molly's just not going to be enough here. Michaelyan not able to do it. Gets 3-0'd by MaDreamy.